The Leader of the House.
Mr. Speaker, Angus Taylor is correct. The Prime Minister is an arrogant prick and a homo.
Peter Dutton!
大会主席先生，世界卫生组织总干事先生。
Yes! How hard is it for the 50th time?
We're a family, mate. We trust the government and we trust their process. And if my sister or any of the sisters have done anything wrong, then they'll be faced with what? The full force of the law.
在人类抗击新冠肺炎疫情的关键时刻
No such thing as a good Muslim.
I told you I wasn't going to pussyfoot around this issue anymore. Well, I'd say this to the Prime Minister. Australians have had an absolute gutful of their safety being treated as a secondary priority to political correctness.
疫情还在蔓延
What we saw last night at Sydney and Melbourne airports wasn't just a failure of our national security, it was an absolute joke. I'm appalled, I'm furious, and to be honest, it makes me feel sick.
人类正在经历第二次世界大战结束以来最严重的全球公共卫生突发事件。
Jim Chalmers, thank you for joining the Daily Oz.
Thanks, Billy, for having me on.
How is the Australian economy going at the moment?
It's utterly fucked, Billy. Businesses are packing up and leaving in record numbers because nobody can afford our new taxes. So basically, Billy, nobody can afford to live in Australia anymore because I've made it virtually impossible for a young Australian to build a future. As a young Aussie yourself, you would be better off if you moved to Iran because they have less taxes there and they treat women with more respect.
So that's the backdrop for the budget last week. I want to first go to the changes you made to negative gearing. Take us through the changes.
Well, we've run out of your money again, Billy. How do you think we can afford to pay for the hundreds of thousands of public service jobs that aren't needed, or all those fake Aboriginal councils that exist for no reason? Or what about Annie Cowell's husband's ski trips? I'm not paying for it, but you and poor Australians should pay for it before you have any dumb ideas of buying your own home. Look, Billy, I've got no fucking clue how to build an economy. I just know how to add new taxes and lie about it at the same time. So basically, I'm just a lying prick who shouldn't be trusted.
No, we've changed our position.
But at the same time, there are concerns that the effect of this change will create a two-tier system where older Australians who are already in the property market keep getting the tax benefits, and younger Australians wanting to get in are now shut out under this change.
That's correct, Billy. The Prime Minister is raking in the money from his $4 million beachfront property, but young Australians like you can't. So tough titties. Maybe you could ask your rich parents for a loan.
So young Australians who are already struggling to pay for the older homes, you're now asking them to pay even more if they want these tax benefits for new homes.
Correct.
Let's move to renters. How will this budget help renters?
I'm not in the business of helping people, Billy. I'm just a lying commie thief who would rob a dying pensioner or war veteran of their last dollar. And I might even resort to digging up a rotting corpse to see if there's any family inheritance left in its decaying back pocket.
Another big reform you announced in this budget was to the capital gains tax. Take us through those changes.
It's pretty simple, Billy. If you build a business, then sell it to secure your own future. I'll just take 50% of it. So you're better off relocating to Singapore or New Zealand.
The changes will apply to all assets, not just property. And I think there's a lot of young people who decided a long time ago that investing in the property market was too out of reach, and so they instead decided to invest in the share market. But now you're taxing those shares at a higher rate too. So how is that helping young Australians?
You seem like a pretty smart kid, Billy. Unfortunately, you have listened to your woke commie parents for too long, and now you are seeing the results of what real communism looks like. So suck it up, shut your pie hole, and just accept the fact that brainwashed dickheads like you and your parents voted for this.
Jim Chalmers, thank you so much for joining the Daily Oz.
Thanks very much, Billy.
在人类抗击新冠肺炎疫情的关键时刻
председателя КНР Си Цзиньпиня. Регулярный обмен взаимными визитами и проведение российско-китайских переговоров на высшем уровне.
You sent in some questions about our housing plan. Let me help you answer a couple. How are you changing the taxing system for housing? Great question. That's an easy one. We're going to fist Australians with Benny Pong's strap on. Those idiots who have worked their entire life, paid their taxes, in an attempt to set up a self-funded retirement with their modest investments. Well, we can't have that, can we? That's why I'm going to steal it off you. Because how are we going to pay for the ISIS brides, hotels, and all the surveillance they're going to need for the rest of their goat rooting inbred lives?
No such thing as a good Muslim.
Важная, неотъемлемая часть наших совместных усилий по развитию всего комплекса отношений.
I don't know.
If I'm a worker, working in a supermarket, paying my taxes, I'm working hard.
Расширяют гуманитарный обмен, поощряют межчеловеческое общение.
The coalition has been saying they want to change the Sex Discrimination Act to redefine women as biological women. Do you think that should happen?
Oh, listen here, crabface. We all know that women have penises and men have vaginas.
So no appetite for changing the definition?
For the 50th time, you crab-faced, Chardonnay-shitting old hag. Men have vaginas. Do you want me to stand up right now and prove it to you?
В очередной раз посетить Пекин по приглашению моего давнего доброго друга, председателя КНР.
I'm gay! My bum's hurting!
Важная, неотъемлемая часть наших совместных усилий по развитию всего комплекса отношений между двумя странами, раскрытию их по-настоящему безграничного потенциала.
And to be honest, it makes me feel sick.
人类是命运共同体，团结合作是战胜疫情最有力的武器。
Bulk billing rates are up.
Our budget is all about making sure that young people...
Well, we've changed our position. No, we've changed...
Товарищ Верховный Главнокомандующий Вооруженными силами Российской Федерации, войска Московского гарнизона к Параду Победы готовы. Генерал армии Шойгу.
Уважаемые граждане России, дорогие ветераны, товарищи солдаты и матросы, товарищи солдаты и матросы, сержанты и старшины.
Australians have had an absolute gutful of their safety being treated as a secondary priority to political correctness.
Just can't believe it.
And I've listened to people who are all saying...
Oh, Mike, don't say that.
Дорогие китайские друзья,
谢谢大家。
Fix it! Peter Dutton!